Hello, hello, hello. What's going on tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, big news, we have a new stream sponsor. Super excited. Loot Crate is our new stream sponsor. They are the biggest monthly subscription box for geeks and gamers. Big thank you to them for supporting the stream. I think they start at $13.99. You get 10% off with our code BRIDGE10. So check out trylootcrate.com/MTGGoldfish. If you're looking for old streams, check out the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube channel. That's where all the old streams go up. And of course, if you want to support the site directly in the stream, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, we still have the deck boxes and sleeves, so check that out as well. Anyway, we are playing Mardu Reanimator in Standard, and I'm pretty excited to test this deck out. So we have a ton of 2-mana discard, actually 10 cards, Cathartic Reunions, Tormenting Voices, Key to the City, also some Lightning Axes that allow us to discard some fatties. So our main fatties we're trying to discard are Combustible Gearhulks and Noxious Gearhulks. And then, starting on turn 4, we can use Refurbish to get them back because they're actually artifacts, which is really cool. Wizards doesn't usually print 4-mana reanimation in Standard, but having 4-mana reanimation is really powerful in sense we have Gearhulks that are artifacts. We can kind of take advantage of that. And then we also have the Haunted Dead Prized Amalgam package. So we can kind of do the clog up the board dredge plan as well while we're setting things up since we're filling our graveyard. And then even a couple Nihiris that we can ultimate and get a Noxious Gearhulk or Combustible Gearhulk or use as removal. So I think this deck's going to be really sweet. Well, we got Cathartic Reunion. There's a forest. We play Inspiring Vantage, past turn. So this looks reasonable. Well, Drownyard Temple's an easy discard. We'll discard Combustible and Drownyard, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Start cycling through our deck. There's a Fragmentize. Well, Fragmentize means we can limit our opponent's activations to 1, which is good. All right, let's just pass and get back Drownyard Temple here. And then we can Rise from the Grave Combustible next turn if we're not killing an Aetherworks Marvel or dying to an Emrakul. Alright, so get back Drownyard Temple. This works. So up to 5 lands. Play a Mountain. Actually, maybe we just Nahiri here? That might be better. I think this is better, actually. So tick up, discard Prized Amalgam. Smoldering Marsh is a reasonable draw. So next turn when we reanimate, if we do, this also gives us the option of discarding a Noxious. We can also hardcast Noxious. I feel like we're in a good place now. There's the Aetherworks. Well, let's see what horribleness happens to us here. Preferably not an Emrakul. Alright. Well, let's see if our opponent can actually ruin our plans. They can Tormenting Voice to discard a card. They can Nahiri to discard a card. But they have to get rid of Noxious Gearhulk. They have to get rid of Fragmentize. They got to get rid of Rise from the Grave and potentially Stasis Snare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, thankfully our opponent played a land for us. All right, let's do it this way. So we ultimate Nahiri. We will get a Noxious Gearhulk. Kill the Emrakul. Our opponent gets an energy. Then we will Fragmentize the Aetherworks Marvel. Opponent gets an energy. Then we'll play our land. Then we'll play a Combustible Gearhulk. Opponent takes a little bit of damage. We attack with everything. Our Noxious Gearhulk returns to our hand, and we still have the Refurbish plan for next turn. Well, let's attack with everything. All right, opponent scoops it up. So our opponent mills and takes 9 and plays an Avacyn. Sure. Well, our opponent might have to let us draw in the next one, or they actually could die. We might actually get a Gearhulk kill. Eldrazi Displacer, okay. If our opponent lets us get this attack in and doesn't block, then they almost certainly have to let us draw with Gearhulk. Cracks the Clue. Well, let's see. This is a big turn. We get a Tormenting Voice. Well, let's just attack with Combustible. See what our opponent does. Blocks. All right, blocks with Displacer. Gonna try to flip their Avacyn. Well, let's play a Gearhulk, see what our opponent chooses. Gearhulk. Ooh, our opponent lets us draw, so we get to play a mountain, which means we get to kill Avacyn, discarding Prized Amalgam, and, well, we're not going to get a treasure chest or end up with a winning record, but the deck is sweet when it works. I think that's the biggest takeaway with this deck is inconsistency issues, but when it works, it's super awesome. All right, opponent gains a bunch of life with a Noxious Gearhulk of their own, plays another Shambling Vent. Oh, well, all right, let's attack. We get a Rise from the Grave. Oh, get in with Combustible Gearhulk. Opponent takes it to 11. I think we're just gonna get back another. Combustible. We could kill their Noxious Gearhulk, but I think this is fine. We also get back Prized Amalgam. Opponent lets us draw again. We don't win with burn, we play more Gearhulks. Smoldering Marsh. I mean, technically we could win with burn, but isn't playing more Gearhulks better? Look how many cards we've drawn. We even get to reanimate another one next turn. So discard, Evolving Wilds, Inspiring Vantage. We're gonna get the Gearhulk kill, I swear. We're gonna reanimate another one this turn. Refurbish Combustible Gearhulk. Number 5. No. Number 5 Gearhulk trigger. Go to combat. Do some attacking. We're gonna do it. There's Shambling Vents. Sure. Opponent blocks and blocks. Alright, everything dies. Let's play a mountain. Play Nahiri. We can always ultimate Nahiri. That's how we do it. So tick up Nahiri. We can ultimate Nahiri to get another Gearhulk. Alright, pass the turn. Discard a land. Oh no, our opponent scoops it up. Well, that counts as a Gearhulk win. So what was your impression of that deck? My impression was, number 1, I think we drew a little below average. In our middle games that we lost, we did a lot of mulliganing. So I think maybe that made things look a little bit worse than they were. I think that we had some consistency troubles. So we had some issues with drawing the wrong half of our deck, sometimes not finding our finishers. Clunky, that is a good term, whoever threw that out there. But it was also awesome when it worked. So if you have the cards and you're looking for something to try in F&M, I think this deck is perfect. It's really fun, really unique, does some cool stuff. If you're going to try to win a GP, probably play something else because of the consistency issue. Whoa, no. That's a Lorthos. Alright, there goes Magmasaur. Now we just have a Bear of Heaven staring down an Angel. I don't think we can attack, though, because our opponent will block, and then we lose everything, and we're kind of winning from this position. I don't really want to blow up the world this game. I think we win if we don't blow up the world. Magmasaur is apparently Moto bugged. So whenever you go to oh no! So whenever you go to remove a counter, it actually was putting a counter on it. But now we're gonna lose to this Blazing Archon. Oh! I shouldn't have played that land. I can sack Bear of Heavens to Liege of the Pit. I think that was a mistake. I should have held the land, then sacked. When breaching, blah, blah, blah. Bounce all stuff, blah, blah, blah. Well, I guess it's blow up the world time. All right, world. Oh, dear. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, it doesn't happen till our end step, so we can't actually make a 1-drop right away. All right, pass the turn. Opponent plays a swamp. We are up a land, which is good. Making a 1-drop feels so bad. This is not a good idea. This is a very bad idea. At least we can destroy an aura. I guess this forces our opponent to start making 1-drops. This is going to be very weird. Oh, I think our opponent loses now. Or likely loses. Well, alright. 1-drop. Goblin Guide. Hedron Crab. Oh, we could go for the mill win. Just play our land drop every turn. All right, opponent is going to make it 2. Oh. Well, at least it can't flip and it can't attack. It's going to be annoying, though. All right, let's go for the... Our opponent's at 2. Let's go for the mill kill. Only 13 more land drops. Actually, less than that, because our opponent draws for their turn. The old milling kill. We're doing it every which way. I think our opponent's worried that we're getting too far ahead of them on lands. Little do they know that our entire plan... Oh, we can't play that. All right, so we actually got to make a 6-drop. Because if we play an island, we lose to Cold-Eyed Selkie. So mill plan, slowing down. Whenever you cast a Tree Folk, creature gets +3, -3 until end of turn. All right, well, it's a blocker. Out of all the 6-drops we could have got, that's not one of the better ones, but opponent makes a 4. Oh, no, it's Feldigriff. Does that beat us? Our opponent gives it flying with white mana. They don't have white mana yet. This game is getting too ridiculous. I guess we can also regenerate our... We can also regenerate our Trestle Troll if they can give it flying. I've just never played a game of Momir like this before. Pass the turn. Opponent's down to 14 cards. Oh, there's their white mana. They're going to give it flying. Oh, it's going to happen. The Millen kill. It's going to happen. And we're also going to regenerate a Trestle Troll in Momir, which for some reason makes me almost as excited as the Millen kill. That's just things that do not happen in Momir, ever. And that's kind of the fun thing about Momir, is every once in a while, whoa, our opponent's getting frisky. All right, let's just kill that thing, I guess. We only actually took 2 because our opponent had to make us gain 2 to give Feldigriff flying. We'll play the plains, mill our opponent. We gotta live one more turn, and we got the Millen kill. Oh, Wedge, big welcome to Wedge. Yeah, everyone's been talking about your Frontier video, Wedge. It's been one of the topics of the stream. We just gotta block so we don't die here. If we can successfully do that, we got the Millen kill. And I think we can. We're actually gonna do it. Our opponent draws down to 1 card in their deck. We got the Millen kill. Oh, yes. I've never done this before. First time ever. Opponent? No! Oh, they run to... Oh, no! Oh, no! The odds! Oh, my God! Oh, that's got to be the only... Oh, that's got to be the only 5-drop that could ruin it. Oh, my God. Oh, the Millen kill. So close. We got to 1 card. Oh, Momir is a cruel mistress. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, I guess we can just make 8 drops, 10 drops. What do we get at 10 drop? Anything good? And now, are we just dead? Oh, no. Okay. And now where you would also just... Actually, if our opponent stopped attacking, I think we mill and kill ourselves with Jin-Gitaxias. It's only like 3 turns away, and we would just draw ourselves to death. We get 1 more turn. Down to 2. Let's make a 9-drop. Converted mana cost even. Odd, 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 even. Your opponent can't block with... and our opponent has all those 3 drops and 5 drops. All right. We draw 7 more cards. All right, and that does it. Well, that is gotta be the most ridiculous game of Momir I've ever played. Anyway, make sure to check out the merch page, pick up some t-shirts and playmats and sleeves if you want to support the stream and the site. And the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube is where you can find all the old streams. We will be back on Thursday with another one. So thank you everyone for being so awesome. It was a ton of fun. So I will see you Thursday for another one, and I will talk to you soon.